Hey y'all, welcome to this Pisces full moon ceremony. Tonight, September 21st, is the full moon in Pisces, and this is officially Libra season. So it's like 2 for 1, right? But nonetheless, let us cleanse this energy with some sage. So we'll inhale and an exhale from the singing bowl, give you the gist of what this energy is about, pull out some cards for the collective, and wrap it up as we usually do. So let us inhale, exhale real quick. How has y'all's week been? Y'all's day been? How has the Virgo season treated you? Have you got some projects done? Have you isolated yourself on some hermit energy? Like, how did you spend your Virgo season? Let's clear out this energy for its highest vibration. Let us be in the clearest mind and state. Let us be present. Let us be here for our highest intuition, right? Leaving the negativities, the imposter syndrome, the insecurities, the second guessing, the self-doubting out, right? Making space for our abundance, our love, our self-healing, our self-righteousness, but not arrogance. And all the goodness that Spirit has in store, and the messages come as clear as transparency. All right, clear out this area. Let me make sure that I turn everything off, so to speak. All right, and now let's do an inhale and an exhale with the singing bowl. We'll do this 3 times. Now, so as I stated, this is the Pisces full moon. And of course, as you know, whatever season that we're currently in, for example, the sun is in Libra season currently today because of it being the 21st. But like wherever the sun is directly across from it, that will be the full moon of that month. And depending on what is going on with the astrology, it may be a blue moon when there's like 2 full moons in a month. But typically, for sure, whatever season that we are in, the sun is in, across from it on the zodiac wheel is the full moon. So since we are in Virgo season transitioning into Libra season, the full moon is in Pisces. So Pisces is the 12th house. It is the house of undoing. It's the house of healing, self-care, mental health, and of imprisonment if you're, moving on that energy, right? But with that Pisces energy, it's about that emotional clarity. It's about releasing things that no longer serve us. The things that we even think that don't affect us, but still do affect us. Maybe the way people talk to us, or maybe the way that we tend to be passive, or whatever the case may be. This Pisces full moon energy is asking you what no longer serves you on an emotional level. What do you need to cleanse? What do you need to clear out so you can make space and grace for things that actually benefit you? Solid friendships, happy vibes, good times, right? So you got to clear out the clutter, clear out the old to make space for the new. So for this ceremony, that is the energy we will be focusing on. We will be focusing on what we need to release, but not too much on that. More so on how do we make space and what do we need to insert into our happy space, our Zen space, right? As well as with this Pisces full moon, the way I'm going to pull out the cards is by element. So I'm going to do like earth signs, fire signs, air signs, water signs. So that's what I'm going to go by. That's the energy that I'm feeling. But per usual, let me tell you what is going on with the astrology, right? Because that's only fair. So currently, Mercury is in Libra. Venus is in Scorpio, Mars is in Libra, Jupiter is retrograde in Aquarius, Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius, Uranus is retrograde in Taurus, Neptune is retrograde in Pisces, Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn, and Chiron is retrograde in Aries. Needless to say, do not be surprised. A lot of people are going to have mask on moments where a lot of the planets are retrograde currently at this time. But in particular, especially since we're talking about this Pisces full moon, I have to mention again that Neptune is retrograde in Pisces. And you know, Neptune is the natural home planet for Pisces. So with that being said, there's a lot of clarities going on. Some people might realize that they thought they were hot-ish, but they found out that they just regular-ish. They just the regular shitty. No one likes that type of ish because now they're starting to see like it's not everybody else, it's them. The glamour spells, the lies they tell themselves, they're no longer able to entrance themselves, charm themselves, narc themselves. And a lot of people are having mask off moments. A lot of people are having emotional breakthroughs and breakdowns, especially people who are so stoic and they didn't give a F and they're savages and they're on demon time. Them demons came out to play, and now these people don't want to play demon, but they've been playing demon to other people. Now a lot of people are reaping their karma, they are reaping what their soul. Now they're realizing they don't like what they have been dishing out to other people. And then we have other people who are really going to be indulging right now. And indulging, what I mean is by vices, so those who use substances, those who are overeaters, so they're emotional eaters, or anything that gives them a sense of pleasure, a sense of escapism. A lot of people are going to participate in that. You know, we're going through emotional and psychological upheavals, especially when it comes to our money. As a Taurus, I would know when money is funny, things ain't good. And since a lot of people have been cut off from the unemployment insurance, a lot of people have been forced out of their homes because the housing moratorium is over. A lot of people are stretching thin. A lot of people are going on strikes. There's a lot of people who are workers who are like, they're not going to be allowing themselves to be taken advantage of by corporations or be taken advantage of and dismissed and lose their minds. They don't even have the benefits that they are accustomed to, like the Nabisco workers. So this is a time where a lot of people are just having enough and they are stepping up and saying it for what it is, cutting the bullish. I mean, 25,000 Disney workers have quit and they are protesting for the mistreatment of Disney. When you think Disney, you think of Mickey Mouse, you think of all your childhood fantasies. You don't think about exploitation. You don't think about homelessness. You don't think about the people who play your favorite characters in the movies and the books being homeless, you know, having to live on government assistance, barely having enough to get by through the month. You would never think that because Disney doesn't portray that, but that's absolutely how they treat their workers. So a lot of things are being shown what's behind the veil, as well as a lot of people who were acting as if they didn't have a heart when they were out here doing shicey things to other people. That karma's coming back around, and it's a spicy energy. And then we have Mars in Libra, and we're entering Libra season, so it's a lot of spiciness right now. But nonetheless, let me spray this lavender essential oil before I get into the spreads and tell you what cards I will be using. Lavender helps me be present and give myself and you, the audience, my full and undivided attention. As well as lavender smells so good. It smells so enriching. So that's the energy I want to be in when I get these readings. So as you can see, let me turn it around. We will be using Earth Magic as well as the Sacred Self-Care Oracle and Wisdom of the Oracle and the Good Tarot. Not in that order, but those are the decks we will be using for this particular reading. But before I get into the spread, I almost forgot. I should tell you what is this Pisces full moon is all about. So let me pull up an article like I typically do. I was going to just jump right into the reading and not even give you the full gist of what we're doing. Wowzers. It is also known as the Harvest full moon too. Let me read an article from Well and Good. The full moon in Pisces of 2021 is making dreams a reality. Here's what to expect for your sign. The upcoming full moon in Pisces of 2021, also known as the full harvest moon, is occurring in the dreamy and creative sign of Pisces, September 20th at 7:54 p.m. Eastern. A full moon occurs when the moon and the sun are exactly opposite from each other in the sky. In this case, the full moon in Pisces moon will activate the Virgo sun. While different, these two signs these two energies work synergistically. Ooh, what a word. Together and provide a magical gateway for practical manifestation of our ideas, dreams, and future visions. Expect breakthroughs, change, and reveals during this time. Virgo is an earth sign dedicated to the practical details, and Pisces is a water sign equipped with the gift of intuitive imagination and creativity. Creations and ideas begin in the mind, but it's the practical application in your daily life that empower them to manifest. With this in mind, for the full moon in Pisces of 2021, expect long-term endeavors, ideas, relationships, or concepts that have required work to come into culmination. The full moon's potential connects with realistic, visionary Neptune in Pisces and structured Pluto in Capricorn, both in retrograde motion, will encourage these developments. Let me see. Let me read a little bit more. For the full moon in Pisces of 2021, expect long-term endeavors, ideas, relationships, or concepts that have required work to come into culmination. Relationship evolution will also be in the energetic spotlight during this full moon in Pisces of 2021. It will spark personal growth by highlighting limitations and misalignment in relationships, causing sudden breakthroughs and encouraging change towards a more fulfilling direction. This can be in the realm of love, platonic relationships, or contractual agreements. In less than ideal bonds, it will become clear that a change is long overdue. Expect sudden and abrupt decision making in this area of life due to the intense connection between Venus and Scorpio. Fun fact, I'm a Taurus in the 8th house. Saturn in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus retrograde. The planet of communication and contracts, Mercury, will be in Libra, the sign of relationships, and will influence the energy of the full moon. It will form a harmonious connection with expansive Jupiter retrograde in Aquarius, but will also initiate structural change with a square to transformative Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. This energy is pushing us to have the important conversations surrounding our agreements and relationships for the better. And since Mercury is in its retrograde shadow phase and will go retrograde shortly after the full moon on September 27th, it's important to still do your due diligence when making decisions or forming relationships during this time. Ultimately, the full moon in Pisces of 2021 is a time when your dreams and visions can manifest. So, I'm going to leave it there, but essentially it's like dream big, expand, but also don't be dumb. Don't lose your mind. Don't bet the house. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's asking you to be responsible. It's kind of like drink, but don't be out here sloppy in these streets, but enjoy yourself. It's asking you to have that balance. And for some reason, I'm really seeing the Temperance card right now, where it's just like, this is like where dreams come true. Like, energies. Give me that Disney when dreams come true, make dreams come true, but it's asking you to be realistic. It's asking you to, want and desire more and achieve more and go for your true desires, but do it realistically. Do it honestly. Don't do it hastily. Don't do it with that impulsive energy. Because when you go fast, 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 you end up crash, crash, crash. And we can't afford crashes during these economic times, okay? So let's see what we got. Some messages. I'm gonna start off with the earth signs because Virgo is an earth sign. So let's see what the full moon in Pisces has for the collective of earth signs. Me being a Taurus, so this will apply to Taurus, Capricorn, Virgos. What is the energy for the earth sign? Gang, 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 gang. What is going on? How's the energy? I'm feeling like celebration. I'm feeling the energy, like feeling good, smelling good. Like you about to go out, putting the best cologne on. I'm getting the energy. Just hopped out, fresh up out the shower. Gotta get fresh. Took me about an hour. It's giving me the energy like someone's really smelling themselves. Like someone got like a pay raise. Someone got the, I don't know, the queen of the ball. Like someone's giving me the energy of like they know they hot-ish. Like they sizzling. Like you touch a grill, sizzling. What's going on, earth signs? This is good, huh? Okay. What's going on with the earth signs? The energy of prosperity. The energy of prosperity. That's, I don't know. It just hit me like that. Abundance energy, prosperity energy, like fly energy. But, you know, let's see what the energy about. You know, sometimes gold turns into, you know, tinfoil. Fool's gold. Hopefully that's not that. Hopefully it's legit. Let's see what's going on for the earth sign spirit. Clarify this energy for the Capricorns, the Taurus, the Virgos. We have the Three of Earth. And with this particular deck, we only read the cards upright. So we have the Three of Earth, which would be the Three of Pentacles. So collaboration, deals, contracts, volunteer. We got the Six of Water, okay? Maybe with youth, maybe in regards to emotional, psychological, maybe working with maybe a nonprofit, maybe some type of like, like a Dr. Phil type of thing. Could be in regards to childhood. Could be your childhood or children. Maybe trying to work with your children's school. Trying to see like how to do remote learning, or even the pod thing where multiple kids come together and they learn in the same vicinity with each other. But I'm getting the energy of like maybe even reminiscing, going back and realizing like something of the past, bring it to the present. It's like breakthrough. It's the energy of like no, like I made a mistake. I gotta go back. I gotta fix this. I gotta go for mine. It's the energy of like this is my last chance. It's giving me like that last chance, last train to Paris. It's giving me that like you gotta run, but it's not like hastiness. It's not emergency, panic, or danger. It's like I'm tired of living a lie. I'm tired of being inauthentic. It's kind of like when someone has been pretending to be straight all their lives and they're like finally like I'm gay, and everybody's like and then a few other people are like, yeah, I could kind of see it. And then they're just like, you know what? I'm just tired of living a lie. I just gotta come out. And I feel like the energy for earth signs in some way, shape, or form, this could be in regards to work, changing careers. This could be in regards to relationships, realizing a relationship was taking a toll on you. It wasn't working. It wasn't growing the way that it should grow, or whatever the case may be. And it's the energy of like shaking up the foundation. It's kind of like when the soil has become like corroded and it's like heavy and it's not even soft anymore. It's kind of like hard. You got to put some like fertilizer in. You got to put in some vitamins and all that good stuff that farmers do to make the soil rich. And it's like you gotta make this soil rich, because it's like you could be that like small town girl who had big dreams but like never chased their dreams, so they settled for mediocrity and they resent every day of their lives as they pretend to be like their perfect housewife. It's one of those type of things where it's just like, are you gonna live this expectation? Are you going to live in this bubble? Are you going to live in this like small, contained, safe, comfortable thing? Or are you going to expand out of your comfort zone and be like, you know what? I want this. I desire this. Like, I want to shake my foundation. And I tell you, and I kid you not, my right ear is starting to like ring now. So I feel like someone's waiting on a call, someone's thinking about something, someone has some type of flashback, something like it's speaking to them, resonating with them, something's like ringing, maybe a phone went off, maybe a notification went off. My candle just went out, so maybe your candle went out, but this is the energy of like an epiphany, a verdict, like some type of like, oh my god, like that's the missing piece of the puzzle. And with this King of Fire, it's the energy of like, I gotta make that happen. But it's not a panic, and I don't want y'all to take it as a panic, like you're solving the equation of life wrong. It's more like it's like when, if you can't feel, you've never felt in any emotion ever in life, like you just had no senses when it came to touch, and then all of a sudden everything starts hitting you like boom, 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 and it's just like, oh my god, this is what hurt feels like, and oh my god, this is what sadness feels like, oh my god, that's what sharp pain feels like. It's like, wow, that's electrifying. It's like it's like a sudden shock to the heart, where it's just like, I gotta go for what I want, I gotta go for what I desire, I have to be courageous, like I have to go for my dreams, my goals. It could be because of the economy and certain people realizing like, you know what, maybe the safe way isn't the quote unquote right way, because a lot of people did it the safe way and they don't have any savings, or they are struggling, or whatever the case may be. It's like people, earth signs in particular, this is the energy of like, I gotta get mines, I gotta do mines, I gotta go for mines, because like it's like tomorrow is not guaranteed, but it's not like a death wish or a death sentence. It's more like a spark of inspiration, a spark of motivation. Like, I gotta do it, I gotta see this through. It's like the energy, I gotta make this thing happen. And I swear to God, the candle went out because I saw the smoke go up. Maybe the cameras caught it, and I was like, oh well, I guess the candle's gonna be out for this reading. And then I see the candle, this little twinkling, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's just a reflection of the light because of the ring light on. And no, it's a lit flame. So I'm like, that's the energy of like, not deception, I don't want to say deception, but it's the energy of magic, especially since, you know, we're getting into Libra season, and we know October 31st is Scorpio season. That borderlines that Libra Scorpio energy. So I feel like it's one of those like twisted fantasies, or it's like idyllic, you know, 2.5 kids in the picket fence. It's like the energy of either or, but it's the energy of, it's what you put into it, it's what you make of it. Life is what you make of it. It's the energy of like, anything is possible. And for those out there who like to have a good time, anything is possible. Can we clarify this energy for the earth sign spirit? Give us some message. Well, the flame started becoming bigger, twice as big. Ooh, we have wind, activation. I'm telling you, this is the energy of like spark, the energy of like something just been like lit ablaze. It's the energy of like, I gotta do it. It's like Pinocchio figuring out he's a real boy now. It's like, oh, I can do it. I know I can do it. I believe in myself. It's that type of energy. I think I can. I think I can. I am. Bam. Okay, dance, celebration. I said someone's feeling themselves. Someone's about to go out, about to do something, maybe go on a vacation, maybe go dancing, some type of celebration. It could be that Thanksgiving, Christmas type of things. Again, you see, that went out. Anyways, point is, someone's about to get their fancy on. That's what I'm saying. Someone's about to get their fancy on. Let's get one more card for the earth signs. This energy is really good. And then we have Earth Equinox Rebirth. Yes. It's like someone stepping into their bad bitch or bad guy energy. Like someone's really starting to realize that they are the ish. Like they deserve it all. Like they are the moon and the stars, but not in a narcissistic way or a way of like egotism. It's a way of like healthy self-esteem, because healthy self-esteem is needed. People will tell you play humble, pay humble, pay humble. But when you do that, people start to think that it's because you have no backbone, or it's because you're a doormat. They start to think that they could treat you any type of way because all they can tell you is be humble and you're going to play small. To them, when they say be humble, that means turn off your light. That means close your mouth. That means put me above you. So I feel like with this particular energy, it's like, I'm coming out, boom, boom. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. It's like, I have arrived. The star has arrived, because like you finally have came into yourself, if that makes sense. Oh, I like this energy. Let's pull out a a self-care oracle card. Let's pull out one message. This is the energy of feeling myself, but in such a righteous energy. I want to say that, especially not just the energy of like, just egotism, arrogance, narcissism. It's not that. It's really the energy of I love myself. I love myself so much that I know what I deserve, and therefore anything underneath that, beneath that, ain't for me. Period. And being so comfortable saying that. Being so comfortable saying like I deserve it all, and this ain't even it. Like being okay with the energy of like I desire more out of life. Being okay with saying like this ain't it, and I'm not gonna settle. And being so strong in that conviction, even if other people don't like it, other people dismiss it, other people even want to argue you or twist your arm about it. It's like, and what about it? Thank you, next. And what about it? Okay, you upset about it, and you don't like it, and you upset, and what you gonna do? You're not gonna beat my ass. So like, what about it? And I feel like somebody said that or wanted to say that to somebody as of recently, earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, like, and like someone trying to argue and like some petty ish where it's like, but you did this, and it's like, and like why are you here, like why are you repeating this, like, and I said it, I did it, what about it? Dream journal. Are you sleeping? So this is the energy of like, get your rest on. I feel like a lot of earth signs, because we are very grounded and we are the element of like stability, right? We like our things the way that we desire it, where we put it, how we got it, the stability of knowing everything's everything. You know how things are going to play out. You probably wrote the script. Like you like that control factor. You like knowing that everything is in your hand and your destiny is well planned out. And Spirit's like, Spirit's like, guess again. Nah. And it's the energy of having to be adaptable with it, being able to dream, being okay with dreaming, being okay with being in the ebb and flow and not knowing how things are going to go, but knowing that it's going to always be in the best light for you. Like Spirit would never put you in a situation where you would have your ass out, unless you are Lizzo and you prefer having your ass out. But nonetheless, Spirit would never put you in a situation where you have to like second guess yourself or second guess Spirit in the direction Spirit is going. It's when we don't trust in our instincts, we don't trust in the intuition. That's when we don't get those clairvoyant messages from Spirit, and then we don't integrate those messages and we find ourselves repeating the same unhealthy habits. We need to trust in ourselves. We need to trust in the downloads and the intuition that Spirit has given us. So when we do see things that play out that are similar, that are triggering our shadow, that are triggering our hurts, we don't let that lull us into sleep. We see it for what it is and we sidestep that. We don't replay the same script, the same hurt, the same trauma in a different situation, right? So with this, it's asking you, are you resting? Are you drinking your water? Are you sleeping at a good time? And a good time is like not 3 o'clock in the morning, like a decent time. Like, have you been taking care of yourself? Have you been taking things slow, or have you been rushing? Why are you rushing? What you trying to get to, right? You might be having issues with your hand. You might be having issues with your arm. You might want to check up on that, get to the doctor about it. But it's asking you, are you fully rested? When you go to sleep and you do wake up, do you feel well rested, or do you feel like, oh my God, another day, my back hurt, not this again? Or do you feel like, ready to start my day, ready to get things popping, ready to make things happen, ready to manifest? So Spirit is asking you, where is your head at? And if it's not where you desire it to be, how do you make that thing happen? Journal it, visualize it, manifest it, put some chants in, put some applications in, volunteer. What you got to do, make it happen, Catherine. Write it down, make a list. But Spirit's giving you the knock, the reminder, the niggle, the whatever you want to call it, to get gone to what you need to do, because Spirit knows you can do it. Spirit believes that you can. Spirit's waiting for you to actually do it. Dream big, especially for y'all who play by the rules and never did anything and, you know, was goody two shoes. Spirit saying, think big, do big. You only have one life. Should be told, if we don't do it right the first time, we're going to come back in the next life and have to do it anyway. So you might as well do it right the first time. So with this particular energy, Spirit's like, live your wildest dreams. Stop trying to police yourself. Why are you policing yourself? It's like, Spirit's like, I know you really want to do that. So why you acting like you don't want to do that? Like, who you lying to? Who you fronting on? It's like, Spirit's like, you can front on your moms. You can front on your friends. You can front on your boyfriend. You can front on your cousins. But why you fronting on me like I don't know you? Like I wasn't with you through the darkness. Like I wasn't guiding you. Like I wasn't wiping your tears. Like, why you fronting on me like I don't know you? Like I know you want to do that. I know you don't like that. I know you're not okay with that. But here you are fronting on it. Here you are pretending to. Who you pretending with? Who you pretending to? Spirit said, like, if you're going to be authentic with anybody, be authentic with self. Because when you're authentic with self, you can be authentic with me because I made you. The more authentic you are with yourself, the more authentic you are automatically with Spirit. You don't feel naked. You feel free. Now, let's see what we have with this wisdom of the oracle. For the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What's going on for the collective? What's going on? What's going on? One card. What we got? We got co-create. Didn't I say, why you fronting on me? Spirit knows you best. You co-created with Spirit because Spirit made you. Spirit's like, why you fronting on me? Like, I know you want to do that, so why you acting like you don't want to do that? And Spirit's like, who you fooling? It's like when a kid's like, oh, I don't want that. And the parents are, you sure you don't want that? Yeah, I'm sure. You positive you don't want that? Yeah, I'm positive. And the kid's looking at the item, fidgeting with the item, smelling the item, damn near about to, you know, stuff the item in their back pocket. Talk about they don't want it. And the parents like, I know you want it. Go get that. Go get that. It's one of those things. It's like, why you frying? Be honest with me. To be honest with yourself, to be honest with me is to be honest with yourself. Spirit's like, to be honest with me is to be honest with yourself. Co-create. Essential meanings: creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, manifestation. The oracle's message: you may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact, you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with Spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you, inspired thought, and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-created, only beauty and grace pursuit result. Prepare to be amazed. Relationship message: connections of the heart serve to inspire you, opening you up to new ideas you would never have come to on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? And you are going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. Ooh. Prosperity message: flashes of inspiration give rise to great success when you receive this message. You are at your most creative now, and whatever you apply yourself to will lead to the fruition of your dreams. Remember that all your ideas are channeled from a higher source. You create your reality in partnership with Spirit. The potential for manifestation is unlimited now. Revel in its vastness. Protection message: you are trying too hard to create all that you desire without the nurturing, vital force of Spirit. Perhaps you are in a creative slump, suffering writer's block, facing a monumental task right task, but unable to decide on your first steps. So you just avoid doing anything. Does the word overwhelmed apply to you right now? Why do you think it all has to come down to you? Inspiration means the drawing in of divine guidance. You must tap into spirit, not simply yourself. Ask spirit for inspiration. Two minds are greater than one. So co-create with your divine partner. Reclaim partnership with spirit. Inspiration will flow through you as soon as you get out of your own way. And I love when the thoughts and the cards just like blend, just like that. I love it. Like I said, it's like, who are you fooling? I know you. Just be honest with me. Because when you telling me this is what you want and this is how you want to move, I'm gonna make it happen. But you gotta order on the menu. You can't tell me you want something to eat. I ask you what you want to eat, and you talking about I don't know. You don't know. If you don't know, then how am I gonna know? How am I gonna tell the universe to chef it up? The universe can't chef it up for you if you don't know what you want. So spirit's like, are you ready to order? You like, I don't know. And spirit's like, well, the universe can't chef up I don't know. Who gonna know if you don't know? You get it? Spirit don't. But like I said, a whole sermon, so I had to get something to drink. I was kind of parched right there. But that's what I have for the collective of the earth signs real quick. Go for yours, because dreams come true. But you gotta know what dreams you got and not be afraid of it, especially if y'all, again, were raised a certain type of way and believe that you had to do whoop-de-wee and whoop-de-woo and all that other stuff. Spirit is like, who you gonna live for, them or you? Like, what you really want, your happiness or to live for their gaze? Like, Spirit's asking you what's more important to you. Because you only have one life. And I hate when people say that, because it's like, damn, like, how sour note is that? Like, you only have one life. Like, do you want to die miserably? But it's kind of like, maybe you won't die miserably, but you might just be unfulfilled. And do you want to live in that what if? And Spirit's like, you don't have to live in a what if. You can live in the like guaranteed, assured, like it really happened because you lived it. But you got to be with it, you know? Let's move on. Let's move on to air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Air signs, air signs. From the energy of like floatiness, like thoughts, like daydreams, like floating on clouds. Someone might feel as if they're walking on clouds or walking on sunshine. It's giving me the energy of like slow motion too. So it could be like, I don't know, but I gotta tell you, it might be like someone just hit like the cart real quick, hit the blunt real quick. Someone might have taken a sip of wine real quick, but it's the energy of like that type of energy. Like I really had to like hold it real quick. Like, oh, it's been a long week and it's only Tuesday type of energy. Like, what's going on? What's going on, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air sign? What's going on? I feel like a lot of talking have been going on, but not no action. Maybe in the head too much, in your head or someone else's head, or trying to figure out what someone's trying to do to get ahead. It's just like thoughts. Thoughts. I don't know, for some reason I'm hearing far sides. Can't keep running away. Can't keep running away. Someone running away from their problems, running away from a circumstance, a situation, not facing their fears, maybe imposter syndrome. Maybe someone's in a denial about something, or allowing their worst to get them. So like fear, fake evidence appearing as real. But the 10 of Earth, so family, maybe family expectations, might feel as if like you might be at a particular age and people are asking you like, when are you going to have some babies? When are you going to get serious? When are you going to get married? What does it do? Blah, 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 blah. And it's just kind of like, but I like being alone. Sometimes I want to be alone. It's the energy, but like I like my own personal space. But I don't think I want to have kids. It's the energy of like, I really just want to do me. And other people are like, are you sure? And it's kind of like, yeah, I'm cool. It's like people are worried for you because you're not worried about something that they feel as if you should be worried about, or they want you to worry about something, but you like, I'm breezy right now. Like, I just can't focus on that because that's not where my mind's at. Let's get a third card for the air sign collective, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's the energy of like, I'm really trying to keep my balance, my tempo. I'm really just focused on getting me right, getting what I desire right. And then you got the Queen of Water, which is like the Queen of Cups. It's really the energy of like, I'm minding my business. I'm really unbothered. But someone's bothered because you're not bothered, or someone wants you to be unbothered. Or it's the energy of like, I'm blocking off the world and I'm coming back to center. I'm coming back to self. It's really the energy of like, what is best for me? It could be something like give me the energy of, you see this in movies. I don't know how realistic this is in real life, where women are having that like raw moment of like women empowerment. I'm taking back my life. I'm gonna just shave my head and go wild and free and carefree and do what I want to do. Like, I'm a woman, hear me roar. It's giving me that energy more, but more realistic, and that energy of just like, I don't care. Like, please don't call me about that. Please don't overwhelm me about that. Like, I don't know. Like, these are not my situations. I feel like you're starting to set boundaries with people. When people are asking you about certain personal things, you're kind of like, that's not your business. Don't worry about that. I'm good by myself. And it's like, some of them may really have good intent, and they really are you're looking out for your best interest. So like, they're trying to give you good advice. But I feel like with other people, it's also prying, because they're trying to see like, what can they knock you down on? Because I feel like you're pretty stable. I feel like you have a good head on your shoulders. You're pretty. You're pretty. I'm getting the energy of like, you're pretty, you're well spoken, like you got really redeemable great qualities about you. And like, there might be other people around you who are looking at you and like, how do you have life so figured out? Like, why do you seem so perfect? Like, why does things tend to turn out well for you? And they're just kind of like, how can they knock you? How can they figure you out? That you're a code that they can't crack, they can't hack you. And it's just kind of like, what can we tug at? Let's tug at something as stupid as like, oh, but you're not partnered yet, or oh, you don't have kids yet, or oh, this, that, and the third. Because it's just like, they can't figure out how you moving, because if they were you, they could never do what you're doing. And because they can't figure out the recipe to the sauce, they just want to give it bad ratings on Yelp. They want to shit on the sauce because they can't duplicate the sauce. It's weird. It's so weird. But it's the energy literally of like, you know, you think you're so cool. You think you're so hot. Like, someone is just, it ain't rocking with you, just doing you. It's like, because they couldn't do it, they don't want you to do it either, which is sick. It could be people close to you, because it could be friends, it could be people you work with in a business, some type of contractual agreement. But it's the energy of like, some are mesmerized by you because it's just like, you have things so perfectly written out, whereas they don't, and it is intimidating. And instead of being honest with themselves and working on it, because it's a them problem, they feel like they want to knock you down or try to crack your code. And there's really nothing to crack. You just thorough. Like, that's what it is. It's not even anything spectacular. It's not like you found a cheat code. It's really, you just do you so gracefully. And they're really trying to figure out why and how. Because low-key, high-key, they're kind of jealous, but they want the sauce. Like, it's weird. They're jealous, but they really want the sauce. They admire you, but in a weird way. That's why they're throwing salt. Let's see what's going on for the air sign collective, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's going on for the collective? This hateration energy, but also the energy of like, shoot, I'm running the business that pays me. My edges are together. We got Wolf, we got Wolf Instinct, Cloud, shape-shifting. Yeah, you already know who they are. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Like, this energy is nothing that you're surprised by. It's like, you knew Sally from HR was hating on you to begin with. So, like, you're not even surprised that she tried to throw slick shade. Like, it's just like, Sally, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I'm cuter. Okay, Sally, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your man was looking at me hard, breaking his neck. Like, Sally, that has nothing to do with me, Sally. Like, please get over it. It's really the energy of like, I could be mad, but like, why bother? It's really the energy of minding my business, but I know you a hater, so I move differently. I see you before you see me, Sally. But it's really the energy of like, you know they fake, you know they fraudulent, but it doesn't really knock you. It really doesn't bother you, because you know who you are and who you are not. It's the confidence of knowing who you are not, what God got for you, and knowing that that little hater, that little bite back in and being petty and insecure, that's not for you. So that's why you're not tripping. wind activation, just like the earth signs. Okay. It's really the energy of like, I'm out of my business. I don't even see this clown-ish. Like, what are you doing? What is this? I'm out of here. Like, I'm Ray Charles to the bull-ish. I'm Charles to the bull-ish. Eyes closed. I don't even see it. Okay, it's beneath me. Okay, beneath me. We have WCW, Wolf Clouds Wind. Yeah. You know they shape-shifting, but you shape-shifting too when they lying. It's like the energy. I told someone recently, ironically enough, it's funny that it's coming up in this particular full moon ceremony. I was like, when people lie, who they lying to? They lying to you or they lying to themselves? The fact that you gotta lie about something just says that you ain't man enough or woman enough to tell the truth. So there's something about you that's insecure, or there's a flaw in judgment in character that you can't tell the truth. You comfortable in a lie. So before you lie to me or before anybody lies to you, they gotta lie to themselves first. So when someone lies, who they lying to, you or me? And that's the energy. It's like you faking it, but I know you were fake. I know you were fraud. So I'm not even tempted. I'm not even hurt. I don't even feel no type of way because it's a you thing. It's a character thing. And it's an example of you. That's why when they try to come with that bullish, the cloud trying to come this way, you blow it that way because you already see it coming with this instinct. You already see the bullish with your eyes closed because you intuitive. You trust yourself. You trust your instincts. You know when they fraudulent. You know what a fake smile look like. So you're not even bothered. That's the thing about it. They're twisted and turning at 2 o'clock in the morning, mad that you happy, and they're trying to figure out why you happy. It's really because you just mind your business and stay grateful. Best revenge is your paper. We got 2 cards that popped out. We got connect with fire and build strength. Maybe you're going on a camping trip. Maybe you're doing some type of fire release type of ceremony, like a fire burning of the sands or burning of emotional baggage or whatever the case may be, a burning ceremony. Maybe you have a candle collection, or you're starting to, I don't know, buy candles, maybe scented candles. It's like that pumpkin spice season, right? Fall, even though it doesn't feel like fall because of global warming, but nonetheless, I'm feeling the energy of restorative, but it's like burning it to renew, to rejuvenate. It's just like you have to release to accept and clear out the space. But I also feel like building space, building strength. You have your third eye open, like you see it for what it is. It's like clarity. It's like someone just got clear eye. I feel like someone may put some eye drops in their eyes, or thinking about getting some or needing some, or someone got new glasses or new contacts. It's like someone's seeing things clearly with their eyes closed, but they're stronger now. You're stronger now. Before, in the past, that would make you feel some type of way. People not liking you, people gossiping about you, people throwing shade at you. You'd feel anxious about it. You feel like you need to defend yourself. Now you just block it. You ain't with the bullish, so you don't feel no type of way. It's the energy of like, it's you, it's not me. It's a reflection of your character, your insecurity. I'm not gonna make your ish my ish, and I'm gonna block that. I'm gonna fight that. I'm gonna ex-nay that. And you see the 2 prominent image of women here. You see with this Queen of Water, her eyes is closed. And you see with Build Strength, number 6, the eyes are closed. The only one eye open is the third eye. You see this intuitively. You know what it is. It's about them. It's their insecurity. This could be a woman who's insecure about younger women, that generational jealousy thing. It could be a mother-daughter relationship that's very toxic, very karmic. But it's really the energy of saying, like, just because you act this way does not make it a me thing. Like, your actions are not a reflection of me. It's a reflection of you. Like, you being bitter is a you thing, not a me thing. And I'm not holding space for that. I'm not carrying that baggage. I'm no longer going to feel guilty or ashamed or anything, fearful of anything. I'm not going to let fear stop me. Fake evidence appearing as real. Let's see if we can get a wisdom of the oracle card for the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius collective, the earth signs. Oh, the fire signs. My bad. Interestingly enough, connect with fire is number 12. 2 6s, like build strength, gives you 12. It's connected. It's connected. Either way it is, it's like what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. You a fighter, but you ain't never gonna go back to what you didn't know. It's like before you were naive, before you were inexperienced, but now you know how to defeat these demons. You know how to chop wood. Boom. Number 42, reduce, gives you 6. Oh, I love when being spirited just like this. It's really the energy of like, and what about it? Maybe it is kind of like earth signs. Maybe I was kind of tripping, but kind of making those connections. Really, what about it? Like, that's your issue. Those are your gripes. Like, you're the toxic one. Like, maybe it's you. It's like you're finally telling someone, maybe it's not everybody else. Maybe it's you. Have you ever considered maybe it's you? You might be confronting somebody or setting boundaries with somebody, and they might not like it, or they might feel personally attacked because they're used to walking all over you. But it's like, enough is enough. Number 42, chop wood. Essential meanings: being grounded in everyday experience, humility. The oracle's message: there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full bloom. Blossom: the mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to be let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking out your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose of releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in the meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moment, which brings you ever closer to what you seek. Relationship message: nothing is as important right now as just doing what you need to do day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. That is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke, and leave space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple. Just be present. Funny how it takes work to just be as well, really. All is well, really. Prosperity message: now is the time to take small steps rather than large leaps on the journey to create your most prosperous life. Move your focus off your big dream and attend to the mundane chores. Focus on the little things that may have piled up while you've been mapping out the greater plan for the life you aspire to see manifest into reality. Chop wood, carry water, as the Zen proverb advises, or wash dishes, walk the dog. While you're doing that, spirit will have a chance to move mountains and set wondrous miracles in motions for you. Remain humble and aware of the present. Protection message: are you an armchair astronaut? Do you dream of wealth and fame, big ideas, inventions, or ideas with a capital D? The appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time to daydreaming and talking about your dreams. You have to get out of the chair to make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task. Remember, the big dream becomes reality only after you have begun to take incremental steps. Mythologist Joseph Campbell once said, take one step towards the gods and they will take 10 steps towards you. Ooh. So that is the advice for the Gemini eyes and the Libra Aquarius as well, just the air signs in general. Like, you can't let nobody try you like no hoe. However, also speak up for yourself. You know, don't just close your eyes to the bullish. Let them know, like, hey, mama ain't raised no fool. Like, if I gotta get grizzy, I will get grizzy. I hope not. But don't think you can just walk all over me because you think I'm Zen, just because you think I'm Namaste, just because you think I'm love and light. I can be love and light and whoop a ass if need be. Period. Didn't Jesus walk in them temples and beat ass? I'm just saying. Moving on. Okay. I'm feeling fire. Initially, I was going to say water, but I'm feeling fire. So let's do fire next. So this would be the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius collective. Fire, 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 fire. I don't know. I'm feeling like hot tamale type of energy, like merengue, bachata, like type of energy. I don't know. I'm feeling just like someone's getting hot flashes and dancing salsa, or just had some pico de gallo or something. Something is just real spicy right now, like hot, like hot and so hot and like. Like, is the energy of like, I don't know, it could be the pheromones, could be that, could be aphrodisiac, could be that, but it's giving me the energy of sweating, but not like exercise cardio sweating, even though it's something more pleasurable, but it's not like what you think it is. Not in the gutter, get your mind out the gutter. It's not that, but it's more like foreplay. It's the energy of like maybe temptation, new spark, new love interest. Is gonna be hard Ace of Wands type of tease. Could be desire for love, or desire for romance, or desire for eros, one night fling type of energy. Let's see what's going on for the fire collective. The Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What's going on? What we got? We got call. You don't got to call. 222. It's okay, girl. 'Cause I'm gonna be alright tonight. I don't know. It's like someone's going, now someone putting on their freakum dress, and maybe someone wants to call you, maybe someone's trying to call you, maybe someone saw you on the internet or saw you going somewhere doing something, and someone's reminiscing, someone won in the bed, maybe someone wants to reverse the verdict, maybe someone has come to a verdict, has come to a decision, maybe someone wants to come back, reverse a decision, like rekindling something like a reunion, or what is that term? Where like you break up but you come back together type of thing. Like it's one of that type of situation. Like you got it bad. We got the 7 of air here for the fire collective. It's giving me the energy of like melancholy. Like I feel like someone has been like in their head about something. It's like someone has got like a new lease on life. That's when I'm feeling that energy. It's like someone has finally realized like something happened for the greater good. Like I couldn't see it because my face was like so close to the situation I couldn't see it. But the more time has passed, the more I could step away from the situation and see it from a clear perspective. It's like someone's starting to see like it had to happen that way. It had to finish this way. That this chapter had to close this way. It had to. It's like someone's really realizing that something played out the way it should have. And we have the 6 of earth here. I'm just starting to feel hot. I'm just starting to feel like this rush of hotness, like hot. I don't want to say flash because I don't know what that is because I'm too young to even be talking about hot flashes, but it's just like this sudden spark of like flame. It's like when it's cold, it's winter outside, then you come into somewhere that's warm, and like the warm air just hits you. It's one of those type of situations. But we have the 6 of earth here, our balance. It's like something has been restored with this particular energy. Fire signs. I feel like some type of score has been settled. I feel like maybe you have felt that someone got away with something, and you were kind of like, I want them to get their revenge. I want to get my revenge. I want to be vindicated. But then life happened. You were kind of like, yo, I'll just step away from the situation. I'm going to just let it fall the way that it should. You know, I'm going to get over it. You know, just bury the hatchet or whatever the case may be. And then like in a weird twisted fate, something actually turned out to like be better. It's like someone gets you fired at a job that you really love, and then you get bitter about it, and then 2 years later you find out like this person's going to jail for like tax evasion. It's like, what? He's like, yo, I was mad at you getting me fired. Like, I wanted you to be fired too, but like tax evasion, like, do tell, spill the tea. It's like, give me that type of tease where it's just like, yeah, like people now see you for what it is. It's not a me thing. It was a you thing. It's like a vindication. But I feel like the energy is like, it's like taking the higher approach though. It's not just the energy of like, ha, 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 ha. It's the energy of like, I really could do that. And I am well in my means to be petty. But you know what? I'm not even going to be petty. I'm just going to let your action speak for itself. Like, whatever I could say, whatever roast I could give, it can't compare to the fact that you really did what you did and no one asked with you no more. Like, you are a piranha now. Like, you effed up your whole situation. So you know what? I'm just gonna just step back away from this situation and let this thing fall the way that it needs to be. It's like, you know, when something bad is going for your opponent, you're not going to help them like win and overcome it. You're just going to let the thing ride. And I feel like that's what you did. You let something ride and you're watching from like the bleachers, or you're watching from like the outside and saying, well, could have been me if I would have, you know, stuck it out. If I would have, you know, believed in that person, that could have been me. You might be watching this person from the television screen or talking to the community or people around you like, girl, I heard they done scammed. I heard they done took that PPE money. I heard this, that, and the third. It's like someone's having a mask off moment. You like, thank God I'm not involved. It's like, ooh, dodged a bullet. Dodged a bullet. We have volcano, velocity, and you see that's hot and spicy. Okay. We also have cloud, shapeshifter, and we also have DNA karma. Yes, I said that. I was feeling the energy of like someone got. Who got? I don't know, but someone done got. Fire signs. And here with the volcano, very fiery ass energy. We have Scorpio energy with the call. This being in comparison to traditional tarot, this would be the Judgment card, which is Scorpionic energy. But a not so notable point is that this Scorpio and Aries, they have a commonality between them when it comes to that Mars energy, right? So with this particular energy, this is fiery, but I feel like this is like karma, like what goes around comes around. I feel like someone may have like went off their way to like really rub it in your face, or really did you greasy, or really like try to fuck you over. It was like, it was unnecessary. It was unneeded. Like this person really just fucked your shit up just to fuck your shit up. It's just like, who does that? But you were just kind of like, I really want to beat ass, but I just can't. And it could be a situation where this person had dragged your name through the mud, where it's like people wouldn't believe you anyways. So you just had to let time justify what is, because time may or may not heal all wounds, but time will tell the truth. And I feel like the truth is coming out with this DNA karma. Someone may have tried to pin a baby on you. Maybe someone lied about a paternity test. Maybe some type of karmic situations coming around. Someone did something to somebody, and now that person's coming back around to harm that person. It could be like a love triangle gone wrong. But I feel like with this is karmic energy. This could be twin flame type of energy. Maybe someone thought that they were with the divine partner, so the divine twin, divine feminine, divine masculine, and come to find out it wasn't. It was really a karmic pretending to be the divine counterpart. So I'm feeling with this energy, it's kind of like, be careful what you wish for, but it's also like what goes around comes around, especially with this being two serpents wrapping itself around the pole. I feel like that with this energy, it's like someone could shove it or like disperse all their bullshit onto other people. But when it's time for them, when the what is it? Not the Grim Reaper. Is it the Grim Reaper? When the Reaper, the Pied Piper, whomever, when whomever comes to collect, this particular person doesn't have anything. They don't want to pay for what they done did. But karma is like, And I feel like this is affecting them financially as well as reputation wise. But they deserve it. I feel like with this particular energy, like, this person could have been deceptive. This person could have been lying, manipulating. But I also feel like with this, the people who got caught up in this bullish, I also feel like they matched the energy too. I don't feel like they were all victims. I feel like some people when they see a scam, their first reaction is not necessarily like, oh my God, you're part of scam. Like, I need to like shut this thing down. Some people look at it like an opportunity where it's like, give me my cut and I'm not going to say anything. So I feel like some people were with this negative, low vibrational energy. And it's not until things started to come out to the forefront, maybe the feds were involved, maybe district attorneys and all that other ish, and now all of a sudden people want to play crazy and play victim. But I feel like some people engaged in it because they thought there was some type of reward. But I feel like those who saw it for what it was and was like, nah, this is some bull-ish, like, no, this person's toxic, this situation sounds funny, like, nah, I'm not putting my name on a dotted line, like, nope, I'm not opening this in my name, hell nah. Those people, and I feel like it's you. You're one of those people. You're not in a situation that you might be asking people for forgiveness. People may not be talking to you or allowing you to come through. You might have ultimately ended up being a piranha, just like this particular person, this particular energy. Let's get one card. I'm getting multiple cards. Interestingly enough, we have number 15, connect with your womb. And I did say like this could be a karmic situation. This could have been like a divine masculine got caught up with a karmic feminine and they could have had a baby, or this person was tricked into believing that they were the parent of a baby that didn't belong to them. But I feel like this is like sex magic or glamour spells or just the energy of low vibration. Like, let's do it impulsively. Like, let's do whatever now, think about it later. This could be an energy of like not thinking about the consequences, being very much of a playboy or playgirl energy, not taking life seriously. Could have been the energy of deceptiveness. Could have been the energy of someone was in a relationship, stepped out the relationship, got with somebody else on some Usher, these are my confessions type of tease. You got your side chick pregnant type of tease. But like, I'm really feeling the energy of like karmic. But I feel like the person who was playing with this energy, they saw signs, they saw red signs, but they like the alluredness. They like to be enchanted. Their ego liked to be aroused and they got caught up. Could have been into some freaky stuff too. Scorpio energy is good for that. They could have been into some real freaky deaky things that they were free to do with the karmic that they were not able to do with the quote unquote main chick that they cheated on with this karmic. That's someone's story out there. With this connect to your womb, I feel like if you are the person being vindicated with this 6 of earth energy, could be an earth sign. You could have been like the main chick, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this is representing stability, Libra energy, maybe even vindicated in court for child support payments or whatever the case may be. But I feel like with this is like, learn to never make that mistake again. Learn to never allow that type of energy into your womb. Learn to be patient with your body, not use sex for love, you know, really get intimate with yourself, really take care of your sexual health, your reproductive health, you know, learn what your vagina needs, you know, go get your pap smears, you know, if something feels off, go to the OBGYN, making sure that you take your prenatals or whatever the case may be. But it's one of those situations where it's like this situation really transformed the way that you see relationships, the way that you conduct yourself in relationships, and you really have to double down back into self, back into your femininity and be rooted in that, right? And not allow people to exploit that or play into your drama traumas with this shadow energy of Mars and Scorpio. This particular energy, not play into that, this volatile karmic hot and cold relationship, runner chaser, anxious versus avoidant, you know, the playboy versus the why won't you love me, I have your kids, I love you, I'm a ride or die energy. Like, cut that ish out. This is the energy of knowing what you want, what you desire, and going for that and not settling for anything less than. Woo. I even shuffled the cards and the cards wanted to come out. Let's get a wisdom of the oracle card for the fire signs, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. No shade, this could really apply to someone who has Sagittarius placements, or depending whether Jupiter is in their chart, because of Sagittarius energy. No shade, Sagittariuses are known for being quote unquote the bachelors of the Zodiac wheel. So maybe you might have Venus in Sagittarius, so that might mean that you're very easy to fall in love. You know, you like to be romance, you like the aesthetics, you like a certain feature, a certain look, you have a quote unquote preference, or, you know, I like this particular type, not understanding that that's connected to your traumas of your childhood, that's connected to low self-esteem or conditioning of your circumstances or whatever the case may be. So some of those elements is maybe playing out in this particular season of your life with this Pisces full moon, especially in regards to relationships and money. You might be the type of person, when you get into a relationship, you give them your everything. You allow this person to move in, eat your food, allowed to run up your credit card or whatever the case may be, because you in love. You might be one of those, no offense, pick-me's. Pick me, whatever it is, just please pick me. And you allow this person to take advantage of you, because being with a person who's with you half the time is better than being alone. Some women, let's be honest, we accept a piece of a man because that's quote unquote better than a full man, and then you'll end up with just a full heartache, okay? At least a heartache can be cured. Certain things cannot be cured, if you catch my drift. Okay. Observer. Essential meanings: perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. The oracle's message: most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need to distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral advantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. Relationship message: sometimes you just can't see the forest from the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed in your conversation. I need me a man who can handle me. I need me a thug. Like, Take time out before you react. It's like the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take to higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in order in yourself, in others, and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. Prosperity message: it is an advantageous time for you to get some distance from what you're doing and see your work and your projects from a different perspective. The trick is to connect to the essence of your goals and aspirations while letting the form and timing be dictated by spirit. You may be too personally attached to an outcome and unable to see the miracle because it's not turning out exactly as you planned. Trust spirit. You might be in a situation you so comfortable checking out for the red flags, you don't know what a green flag looks like. So when something good happens to you, you think that's the joke, you think that's the option, you think that's the trick. But something that's toxic for you, you feel like that's the one, that's the creme de la creme, that's the trophy. So spirit's asking you, like, do you associate good things with really good things, or do you associate them with familiarity, conditioning, programming, childhood traumas? You know, the perfect version of your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch the miracle unfold. Observer. What you watching, because everything that you process, everything that you take in, any type of information sits in your subconscious, and it does influence you unconsciously. So what are you absorbing? What are you connecting to? What are you listening? Even if it's bypassing, it still hits, it still connects. 90% of communication is nonverbal. Now, let us do the water signs, and then we'll wrap up. We're actually making for some really, really good time. I don't know if it's because I feel as if I've been talking like a motor mouth, like, or it's just been like I've been doing really good with time management and speaking clearly, precisely, and getting to the point. I don't know which one it is, but regardless to what. Oh, with Mercury being in Libra, me being a Taurus. It might just be like, now I just can speak so clearly and effortlessly, just rolling off the tongue. But nonetheless, this is the Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer collective part right now. The water element, what's going on? Feel like a fish, not even a fish out of water, but like a fish that's drowning, which is weird because fishes don't drown. It's like a fish that's doing that bubbly thing with its mouth, but it's like the fish is falling backwards. So it's like it's a fish drowning, maybe emotionally overwhelmed, maybe panicky, maybe unsure, confused. I don't know. It's the energy of like feeling unsure of self, but that's not your natural element, water sign, especially since this is a Pisces full moon. What's going on, water sign collective? It's like unsure of your own body. You're unsure. It's like, is it too good to be true? Am I seeing things for what it is? It might be a situation where it's like, I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, but I don't really see it for me like that. But I don't want to, have that conversation, so I'm avoiding it. It might be a situation where you're seeing like maybe red flags, but you're like, oh, maybe I'm over assuming things. I'm jumping to conclusions. It's like, what's going on, water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What's going on with the collectives? Interesting. High Priestess, Pisces energy. What's up? Transformation. The Death card in traditional tarot. That's Scorpio energy. If a Cancer card comes out, I'm through. Like, what is going on, water signs? Like, what is it? It's like you know something. I feel like you know something is going to end or something's going to have to give. But it's like you feel as if you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, or you don't want to cause like something not to happen. It's like, it's best for me to keep my mouth shut, because if I keep my mouth shut, then things will happen the way that everybody wants it to happen. But if I say something, then everybody's going to get mad because it's going to change the plans. It's kind of like you're keeping your mouth secret, but it's like trying to, I don't know, I don't really like this energy. Because it's giving me deceptiveness. It's giving me like I have to sacrifice my true feelings, my true thoughts to make other people happy. And like, why? Let's see if we can get a third card for the collective, the water signs. 7 of air. Again, we had this for, I believe, the fire signs. So this is connected. We have air and, not air, but fire and water connected with this in particular energy. I don't know. It's giving me the energy of like, but like, it's kind of like, it's never a right time to say goodbye. It's like, you have to end something. It's the best decision. Like, it ain't it. But you also feel like if you say it ain't it, this person's it's like you are concerned what the outcome and what the other person feels more than what you feel for yourself. It's like, I gotta save somebody else's feelings, so I can't tell my truth. So I'm going to lie to myself so they could be happy, so they could be delusional. I'm going to pretend like they're not a big boy or a big girl, and I'm going to pretend like I have to spare their feelings because they don't have the emotional availability or their emotional intelligence to build a bridge and get over it. I feel like you're trying to take the easy way out and like, oh, I'm sparing this person's feelings, but it's really because you're trying to avoid having the conversation. You don't really want like confrontation. So it's easy to play the passive role of just saying like, oh, it don't bother me, or oh, it's not that big of a deal, then just letting this shit go. I feel like you might be the type of person who carries on people's extra shit, literally holds things for people because they see you like some type of rack, some type of support system, something that they could just like put their ish on. And I feel like with this particular energy, it's only just clogging up your mental space. It's only just clogging up your free time. I feel like you need to say more no's than yeses, because if you just not interested, you just not interested, and it just is what it is. What they gonna do, beat your ass? Like, it is what it is. And I feel like you don't have to accept what you don't want. Yes, you don't have to accept less than, but I don't even feel like it's a less than per se, as much as you don't want it. You're not interested in it. But why can't you just say that you're not interested in it? I don't know if someone has vested interest. Maybe this was like, oh, we were just talking, but I realized that, ooh, I'm not interested in it no more. Like, I'm over the talking phase. It's a no for me. But now this person done caught feelings for you, and now you're kind of like faking it that you're still interested when you're not interested in it no more. And it's just like, you're not married. Like, what are you going to do? Continue pretending to be in a relationship with somebody that you don't actually want to be in a relationship with? Like, that's weird. But you just got to let it go. Release that shit. But you're in your mind about it. Why? That people pleasing thing is going to catch you in the grave early. It's going to put you in the grave early. You can't live for other people. You can't live for their expectations. If they upset, that they'll be okay. They'll walk it off. They'll be okay. Life hurts sometimes. They'll bounce back. People get rejected every day, B. Life moves on. I feel like with this particular energy, separate this ish amicably the best way that you can, and do what you got to do. If you got some kids, make sure that everything is set up legally and everybody knows what role they feeling to pay. And let's just be copacetic, you know? Let's get some messages for the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio collective. What's going on with this particular energy? It's like keeping yourself stagnant. Winter solstice, reflections with the 7 of air. It's like you're trying to give yourself a reason why to stay, but why? It's like, if it's not there, it's not there, and it's okay for not to be there. But I feel like you might have that perfectionist streak about you, where it's just like, we were supposed to be together. We were supposed to overcome this thing. We were supposed to be the perfect couple. We were supposed. But life is not about what's supposed to happen. Life is about experiences. You change, you evolve, like you adapt. It is what it is. Especially this being heavy Pisces energy underneath this Pisces full moon. You transform. It just is what it is. But trying to hold on to yesteryear ain't gonna make up for today. That's shitty. So I feel like with this particular energy, mind, just let it go. Cave sanctuary, you need your peace of mind. You need to go back to self. You need to go back to the basics. With this caveman energy, yes, it's giving me typical Flintstone caveman energy, as you can see, but it's also giving me the energy of like going back to basics. It's like me, myself, and I is all I got to the end. That's what I found out. And there ain't no need to cry, cause all I got, and now I'll probably be my own best friend. It's like going back to me. It's like Viola Davis, ugly cry, wipe the mirror makeup off your face, take the wig back. It's one of those, like, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to ground yourself. You have to bear yourself. You have to be vulnerable with yourself. You have to hold and love and nurture yourself. And I feel like with this particular energy, maybe you were just so caught up in being two that you forgot what it was to be one. High Priestess energy. You forgot what it was to be one because you were so consumed with being two. Damn. Whew. Ceremony. Is this not the Pisces full moon ceremony? Yeah. Shed that skin. You have a snake here. Snake energy is transformative energy. It's literally shedding of the skin and renewing yourself. This scorpionic energy, that Pluto transform energy. You know what to do. It's long awaited. This is why you're looking at the ashes. You're looking at this small situation. You're looking at the past and holding on to it. And the wind is literally trying to like release it, but you're still trying to hold on to it. And it's smaller than you. It's the past you. It's something that no longer serves you. And this is what you have to do. Eyes all open. You know it clearly, but it's just the issue with releasing. Maybe this is a confirmation you're looking for to release it because you've been wanting to, but you've been making every reason in the book why you can't and why you shouldn't, but it's the time to do so. We have winter solstice, cave, and ceremony. WCC. I feel like we had another CWC or something like that, but it's the energy of like, you know exactly what to do. You need to get back to self. I feel like someone needs to get back to loving themselves, nurturing themselves, having spiritual baths, lighting up candles, putting on their best scented lotion, you know, taking care of their body, really grooming themselves, putting on their best favorite outfit and just feeling sexy and confident in that. Let's do one more shuffle for the water sign collective, the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's see. Let's see if we can get one self-care oracle card. Okay. We end up with two. They're both water cards. Interesting. Y'all are funny today. Water signs, you're funny today. Showing out because it's your full moon energy. We have two here, just like the high priestess. Time alone. Intuitively connect with self, connect to spirit, connect to your femininity, connect to your emotions. Maybe you've been in this situation, you've been in this back and forth situation, what to do, and you know what to do. You've been cutting off your emotions. Either you've been like way too much on high, so you're like anxious, or you've been way too on low, so you're like depressed. But it's the energy of finding your balance, getting back to self, getting back to your rooted self, and being in touch with your emotions, but not in a teeter tatter type of way, like up and down, up and down, up and down. It should be balanced. It shouldn't be rocking back and forth. It shouldn't be heart beating. Your blood pressure shouldn't be going up. Like, it shouldn't be that way, right? And then we have number 24, flow like water. Again, that balance energy. I feel like this particular energy, honestly, you just been giving way too much, and now it's like dead energy, still energy. And you got to get back to yourself. You got to know what you needed before the kids, before the man, before the job, before the responsibilities, before the title, before all that. Who were you before all that? And how do you connect back to that self, right? Maybe you were a swimmer. Maybe you loved the water. Maybe your body was snatched like that. Maybe whatever the case may be, but you were more free. You were connected to self, and it's time to connect to self, but you know that. So you got to make that thing happen. It's like tomorrow is not promised, but it's also like tomorrow. Always saying tomorrow. Like, what does that mean? Because it's not balancing you out. It's like you on the verge of a mental breakdown if you keep on with the keep on. It's okay to say no. It's okay to give to self, and it's okay to be selfish, period. You need you more than you need anybody else. And when you replenish back to self, that Ace of Cups energy, then you overflow and you can give to others. But if you're not giving to self first and you're an empty vessel, how in the heck you're going to give to somebody else? How do you give from what you don't have? How do I give you something that I don't even have for myself? So you have to be a whole and healthy vessel before you can give anything to others. And don't feel guilty that you ain't got it. Hell, most of people ain't got it. Last time I checked, there was a statistic that said 80% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, meaning 80% at the very least ain't got it like that. So don't pressure yourself. Don't anxious yourself. Don't criticize yourself. Don't drag yourself. Give yourself space and grace. We all trying to navigate this thing called life, period. Okay? Now let's get a wisdom of the oracle card. For the water sign collective, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I was going to keep on shuffling, but this card seems to want to come out. So I'll take milk and honey. Number 51, reduce gives you 6. Just like flow and water. Let's read. Milk and honey, essential meanings. The taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing, abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. The oracle's message. You've entered a sweet time in your life enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious. When all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone. Quote, wearing the world as a loose garment, quote, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. Relationship message, sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding, and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with honey of abundance. Prosperity message. There is only one authentic you. This version of yourself is spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. Protection message. A nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. You know what it is, but you're avoiding it. Don't do that. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly before the feelings return and you need to re-up until you're exhausted, feeling worse than before. You may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. Okay, now. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors you'll regret later. That's scorpionic death energy, transformation energy. You are so loved, so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Give that love and grace and space to yourself first and foremost. You have to be a whole and healthy vessel before you can give to others, period. That's just how that works. That's just how the universe works. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. Okay? So that is for the water sign collective. I feel like you need to give yourself some tender love and care, set some boundaries, know that you are worth the moon and stars, and be unapologetic about giving yourself what you need. If they call it selfish, say, and what about it? Period. What about it? What about it? Find you someone else who's going to be a sucker because I'm selfish like that. What about it? Period. So that's everybody, right? We got the earth signs and we moved on to the air signs. Then read up with the fire signs and finish off with the water sign collective. So yeah, we touch upon a lot of themes tonight within these particular spreads for the different elements, the transformative energy, the self-care energy, the cutting people off, standing in your boundaries, but also like receiving clarity. You know, escapism. Sometimes escapism isn't just avoiding the conversation, but it just might be trying to numb yourself from the conversation. So this might be like, again, using vices and to escape having these conversations or dealing with the emotions or difficult people and so on and so forth. This is the energy to be real with self, to be very much like empathetic to your own needs, but also calling ish out and not living in the energy of trying to give more to other people than to give to yourself. There's a really good saying that I used to see all the time on Facebook when I was on Facebook, and I never understood it to the point that I needed to really grasp the message of the saying. And it goes something like, how did you know that you were a healer? And the person responded, because I kept on giving the best of myself to other people. And then the person followed up with another question, was like, then how did you know that you were healed? And the person was like, I finally gave myself the medicine that I gave to other people. Again, the concept of being a full and healthy vessel. When you love yourself so much, you don't find yourself going through the same typical pitfalls that you did of the past, because you're no longer in that energy signature or frequency. You don't feel guilty for saying no. Certain things that you used to do, you don't do. Maybe you used to eat meat, now you vegan. Maybe you used to listen to certain people that you avoid having conversations with, not because you're scary or you are avoiding confrontation. It's like, it doesn't resonate with me anymore. I don't care for that anymore. And being okay with that, being okay with being the black sheep because you decided to go your own way, because your own way makes sense to you, even if it doesn't make sense to other people. It's like, why not go for my dreams? Why not chase the moon? Because it's like, playing it the safe way is not guaranteed. And as well as, who said the safe way was your way? Maybe it is the way for other people, but you not other people. You only you, right? But I don't want to keep on preaching and preaching and preaching. I think I've said enough. But let me hit you with the shameless plugs where you can find me. So you can find my podcast, the Black Woman Vibes Podcast, just Black Woman Vibes Podcast, on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and a whole host of other podcast platforms. Definitely join the tribe of Black Woman Vibes. It's free 99. You'll definitely enjoy the content, especially if you are about women empowerment, personal development, wisdom, and self-care and all that jazz. You can also find me on social media, Instagram, paint your truth _. Paint your truth _. Don't forget the underscore when it comes to Instagram. And you can also find me on Twitter, paint your truth, no underscore, just paint your truth. And you can find me on Tumblr as well. I don't really post as much on Tumblr, but I'm also there too. Paint your truth on Tumblr. And definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do more so arts projects in regards to process painting, self-care, wellness, doing mental check-ins and checkups, and having conversations that matter in regards to personal development, mental health, wellness, and whatnot. But occasionally I'll drop a video in regards to the full moon ceremonies, astrology, and things of that nature, because I care about that as well. So subscribe to the content. It's always good. It's always fresh. It's always unique. And I hope that we grow together, we learn together, and all that good stuff. So definitely like, subscribe, share, comment down below. And yeah, with all that being said, y'all, be blessed, be enlightened, be loved. I am out. Peace.